I'm coming for both of you lot, you know. I'm coming for both of you lot. It is only Sheffield United, by the way. But yeah, he gets a hat trick and then some wonderful comments from his manager after the game. Arteta's own words, Nketiah is there every single day. He loves this club. He loves playing for the club and always gives his best. He has started 8 Premier League games this season, which shows how much we trust him. His qualities are coming through. So for you lot who don't like Nketiah, what else do you want him to do?
I didn't say I don't like him. And actually, I was at the game. I was at the game yesterday live as well. So I saw Eddie live in the flesh. My problem with Eddie Nketiah is this is what I said to everyone. I know why Arsenal signed him up. He's a hell end boy. Well, I wouldn't say hell end boy. He left Chelsea Academy, came through, stuck to it, kept his head down and grinded it out. He knows his place. Yes, he would love way more minutes, but he's happy to kind of be second fiddle to Jesus. And currently where Arsenal are at right now, I'm not trying to say Jesus is spectacular, like he's one of the best number 9s in the world. Where Arsenal are at right now is that we need to go to the next level. Unfortunately, we had a semi-crisis just like you during the summer. We didn't get rid of all the players that we wanted to get rid of in order to kind of get in that number 1 striker that we needed. So Eddie's in the team now, or he's going to be a part of the squad. What I will say to Arsenal fans is we have to understand Eddie's going to have games like he had yesterday, and he's going to not perform to those standards in other games.
Week in, week out.
We've got to understand that. We got to know what we have here. It's like you've got to know what you have. It's like a car. You've got to know what it is. You've got to know the biting point. You've got to understand when you need to switch gears. You know what I mean, Chris? You've got to know what you have. So for me personally,
you're asking Arsenal fans to drop the standard.
Yeah, drop. Not even drop the standard. Drop the narrative, bro. Drop the narrative. Just drop the narrative. Because let's be honest, I'm gonna be 100%. I'm gonna get into the game. Havertz, we bought him for 65 million. What the hell has he done? Looking, leading up to him coming to Arsenal, we knew what Havertz was about, right? And I hear Arsenal fans, well, certain Arsenal fans, week in, week out, say, no, what, he's not good enough, he's not this and that. We knew that, but there's something that the manager must have seen in him or saw in him in order to go and spend that money on him, right?
Yep.
Eddie, we haven't spent nothing. So all it can be is a win-win. Does that make sense, Chris? It can only be a win-win.
It's a good point.
He performs. If he doesn't, we don't lose out. But credit to Eddie yesterday, man. I would say he probably scored one of the best hat-tricks that I've seen as an Arsenal player. And that's... we've got a lot of number 9s where we've seen a lot of good hat-tricks, but I can't lie, man. That first goal that he scored, the touch, the control, beautiful. Second one, proper like striker's instincts, they slashed it. The third one was absolutely a world beater for me. That one, I was blown back. I was like, whoa, Eddie, you got this in your locker? But yeah, man, as you said, it was against Sheffield United. I couldn't really compare.
You don't learn much, innit? You don't learn much. I've said that a few times.
We was in second gear, man. We didn't even come out of second gear. We was literally popping around the ball, passing it about. You saw the goal scorers. Eddie got 3. Nketiah scored his first goal for Arsenal. And Vieira got fouled in the box and they awarded him the penny because he's currently meant to be expecting with his partner. So it was just an easy day at the Emirates, easy day at the office. Can't complain, man. But yeah, man, big up to Eddie and Arsenal fans. As I said, just keep the narrative. If you're going to have that energy for Eddie, have that energy for every Arsenal player. Even me too. I need to take my own advice. But yeah, all I can say is it's just an easy day at the office and it was all right, man.
Puz, what were your thoughts? What did you think?
As Sim said, it was an easy win. Tactically, I don't think... is it Hickenbottom? The Sheffield United manager.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think he's up to it in the Prem, you know, and
Nah,
he's giving it
yeah,
his best.
yeah.
He's giving it his best trying, but he's just not up for it in the Prem. Routine
Show him a
standard.
knowledge there. I don't know who the manager is.
It was an easy routine win. All our players played how I expected them to play. Sheffield United didn't come out. You can't sit back against Arsenal at the Emirates when you're at the bottom of the league and think you can counter-attack us. It's just not going to work. It's just not going to work. The Eddie Nketiah narrative, I'd rather drop the soap than drop the narrative, to be honest, because
Oi.
Oh, God. Go on, Paz. But when that guy can say, I'd rather drop the salt and drop the narrative.
Because you know what it is? I need him to perform like that week in, week out, or just at least give.
Paz, can I interject 1 minute?
When I finish, you can do it. I just need him to do it at least 8 times out of 10. You know, you're a striker. You play for Arsenal. You're wearing a number 14. You can do better than what you're doing now. In terms of the rest of the team, it was good to see Tommy score. It was good to see Fabio Vieira score. I felt a little for Havertz because I thought they were going to give him the penalty again. But in regards to that Havertz narrative as well, sometimes I see what he does. I see why Arteta brings him on. He's not scoring the goals yet. He's not assisting yet. He's only been there 3 months. It's not like he's been there for like a year and a bit and he still doesn't understand the players he's around or understand the team or understand the formation. This is a completely different way to how Chelsea have been playing for the past 2-3 years. So
he's not been starting games, has he? So
yeah, Havertz. Havertz has probably had more.
What I'm saying is he's been in and out of the team.
Nah, guys, let's not do this.
He started games and there's games where he hasn't started, but I think he started more than he hasn't. But
he started more games than he hasn't been on the bench for. That's me being honest. Yeah. And me personally, I look at Havertz, sorry for interjecting, I look at Havertz and every Arsenal fan in this world can see, what did we see in him at Chelsea in order for us to buy him? That's the honest truth. You know, like certain people could say, you know what? I saw a bit of magic. I didn't see anything. When I wanted Havertz is when he was at Bayern, Leverkusen, if I'm correct. When he was doing his absolutely his thing. That's when I wanted Havertz. I haven't seen that Havertz since.
Yeah, a lot of players have that problem though.
Yeah, but Chris, this is what I'm trying to say. Us dummies have gone to spend 65 million. We basically bailed Chelsea out of a flipping hole, if that makes any sense.
Anyway, Puz was just
saying, our problem.
Go on.
It's now our problem. And another thing, Puz, sorry for interjecting. I get what you mean with Eddie and consistency. However, he's not going to get that consistency because of the players that are ahead of him. And one thing I would say, and I want you to understand is, as I said, judge Eddie for who he is. I get it. You can't compare him to the likes of the Haalands, or you can't compare him to the likes of the Ollie Watkins or so, because he doesn't get that consistency or the run of games that they do. And if you do right now, he's level on goals with Ollie Watkins, which he's been started every game this season, and Eddie's only I think this is Eddie's 3rd start this season. So we've got to understand what we're up with right now, innit? We've got to understand the type of player we have. But I get what you mean. I'm with you. As I said to everyone, in January, if we got someone like an Ivan Toney plus Jesus and Eddie, I'll be happy. But I think he understands the role he needs to play in this Arsenal team. And I think he's willing to do that. And he doesn't cause no qualms. That's what I like about him. He goes about his business rather quietly, and he does what he needs to do. Simple as. But that's it.
Puz doesn't have to like him though, right, Sim?
No, he doesn't have to like him. He's a grown man. This is his opinion, isn't it?
Nah, I just think Puz doesn't rate him. He wants whether it's not necessarily Eddie. He wants a correct me if I'm wrong, Puz. You want a more consistent striker.
That's all I'm asking for. Just a little bit more consistency. Work on your pace, and you get better. I think he's a bit too slow to be in the Arsenal team. I
Work on your
also
pace.
think the problem. I don't think he's that quick.
No, I'm saying, how do you work on your pace? Do you wear weights or something?
No. There's ways to work on your pace. Like I've worked on my pace even as a normal person. I don't even kick ball, but there's little
Yeah,
exercises.
you probably just lost weight.
No, there's little exercises. Make yourself quicker.
No, I know what he means. There's more explosive workouts, isn't it?
Yeah.
On your legs and stuff.
Yeah, I get. No. I'm purposely being.
I think the Havertz situation. I think another one of the problem is at Leverkusen, he was sort of playing that Odegaard role. He's not going to do that.
Pause. I don't even think he's good enough to play that role. I don't even.
Whether he is or he isn't, he ain't going to play it, is he?
We haven't seen him play it yet for Arsenal, so we can't really judge in terms of that.
And he's never going to.
He's never going to because of Odegaard. He's got Odegaard in front of him to play that role.
So Puz is right then, Sim.
No, but listen.
This
Chris,
is an
he's got Odegaard and Vieira. So he's never going to play that role. Well, know what? We don't know. We don't know what conversation was had between him and Arteta and his representatives and Arteta about what positions he would be playing for Arsenal. So we don't know. Later on down the season, we could be surprised and he could be.
So how do you solve this Havertz problem then, Puz? Like,
I think he just has to keep plugging away. He has to keep playing. He has to, as a footballer, if you're in a Pep team, you accept where Pep puts you. You put 100% in. As you guys were talking about earlier, Bernardo Silva, I can't remember the last time he played in this position. His own position where we saw him playing at Monaco. I can't remember the last time I seen him there. But
that's the difference between him and Bernardo Silva, man.
And you try your best to get in a team. There's a talent in there in Havertz. It's not like there's no talent there. It's not like he's a rubbish player. There's a talent in there. He needs to get the best out of it. He needs to wake up and come to game and be like, look, I'm going to take this game by the scruff of the neck. Right now, it looks like he's ducking a little bit. And I hate labeling players with that. But especially when they're brand new. But he does look like he gets involved, but he doesn't get involved as much as he should do.
He's low on confidence.
Yeah.
He is. He's definitely low on confidence. I give you that.
But overall, you guys both happy with where you are in the league at the moment? You happy with the game? Did it pan out? Was there any differences there? Did you think that Sheffield United would cause a problem? Not really.
It didn't really show us anything we didn't know. They didn't show us anything that we need to know. So,
with respect, I think we can move on from that. If I'm being honest with you, I think the Arsenal game is the easiest one that we can digest because dissect.